Okay, it should be working. Okay, it should be working. There we go. Okay, I can hear myself. That's all I needed to know. If I could just hear myself in the other video. Because for some reason when I did it last time, like nothing wanted to work. It was so weird. Okay, so I'm just gonna open this, turn this all the way down, just so I can be able to see a little bit better. But now I just gotta wait for everything to catch up. That's the one thing that's not easy sometimes. Okay, so this is what I have been working on for a while. So this is what I've been doing. I've been very, very busy. For some reason, my phone is just not loading nothing. Alright, let me fix this real quick, guys. I just closed it out. I'm going to reopen it. Hopefully everything wants to load. Because for some reason, it's not wanting to. And it looks like it's not wanting to. So let me do this real quick. It wants to be very hard. It doesn't want to work the way it needs to. But while we're waiting on that, I'm going to show you guys some things. So, as you guys can see, I have been hard at work on this. I've been working on it for a while now. Been doing some things here and there. I don't know if I'm going to keep these. I might take these out. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just messing around, so I don't know just yet. But this is the clock tower courtyard that I have been working with right here. So I've been working very hard getting some layout. It looks pretty much the same that I'm on my other monitor that I'm looking at, refreshing to. But yeah, this is the inside of the clock tower. Cool thing is, if we go up, wait 1 second, guys. Let's see, now that everything has now been fixed, let's see if things want to connect. Okay, now I can be able to see. Okay, these, I'm going to take these out because it's not gonna do what I want it to do. But if you go up this, you have to walk, of course. But okay, I did it on purpose. Okay, and then we go here. This takes you up onto one of the platforms that I have been really working on. Come up here, go up to the next one. I mean, it goes up a little bit of a ways. This goes up to the next one, as you guys can see. And then I can do it again and go up the next one. Alright, let me know if the music is too loud and I will adjust it. Just gotta let me know. This goes up here. This looks over into the courtyard, as you guys can see. This looks really cool. I like how this right here, I was hesitant. I didn't know if I built it right. This right here lined it up perfectly. And I did not expect that. This goes into another room in here. Actually, I still gotta put this right here. I need to. There needs to be a roof here. You're not really supposed to be able to see down here, so let me do this real quick. So let's get this built in real quick. This won't take too long. No, I don't need blocks down there. Right, and then I'll just break a block here so I can get through. Yep, and then we'll come up this way. And we're just here. But yeah, but this goes up to the other way. This goes up to the next one, which is really cool how this all worked out. I mean, actually, I need to do the same thing here. I need it to like come down to here. So we're gonna need to build this in real quick. So I can get a block. reach? Yes, I can. There we go, and then we'll get this one part built in real quick. I hope I hit that. But yeah, guys, this is what I've been really working on for the past few months, actually. I've been busy. I haven't really been active too much, but like I said, I've been busy with this. Also, work's very crazy as well. Okay, that is much better. But yeah, we come out here, and then this, we wrapped around everywhere up here. So this goes down here. There's another storage room, like you can see right here. You can come up this way. You also go down this little area right here that takes you this way. This is going to be the next part of the build over here that we're working on. As you see, I got outlines. Not 100% sure. I really do hope it works. I really do. But if we didn't want to go that way, we can also go out here where we can look over if we want to. When we come up this way, take a turn. This goes out into the same area, but this is going to be on the top part once we get everything built. So hopefully everything works out to where it needs to. So I just realized that this part over here actually is going to go down a little bit more, so I have to figure that part out. This is the next part. It's going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to figure everything out, knowing how big and all that. So on my other monitor, I have the game that I'm using. Makes it a little bit easier. Now I'm just waiting for it to load. Okay, there we go. All right. And of course, everything wants to be laggy, so I gotta give it a second to catch up. So I'm waiting for it to catch up before I move. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I can fly. Hopefully the game wants to try and catch up a little bit. Alright, and then we just land. Okay. So like I said, guys, we're working on the next part right here. So looks like we're gonna have like a little bit of some trying to get this. I want this to match, so we're going to go like one block over. This is what I think. I'm going to come out. Okay, let's get up here, make it a little bit easier to walk and build. I think that's right. That looks good to me. Because this is the castle we're building, and this castle is mainly all out of stone. So we're using stone bricks, which looks really good. I like how it's coming together. Alright, so we did that. Okay, and then... Ooh, sorry guys. Alright, so we'll calm down. I wish I could see through the window. That would make it so much easier. So I can be able to tell like how far it needs to. So I'm gonna have to guess on some of these. Because right here we've got a little wall into another opening. Alright, let's see. What block are we on over here? What's our coordinate for this? So we are on 56. That's number 54, 55, 56. Alright. Is that enough space? Or do we need to go a little bit? I think we gotta go a little bit more over. I'd say we go like here. That looks better. But let's get this built. Let's go across here. Okay. Actually, I think that's a lot better. That gives us a little bit more space, but this is also going to come out to right up, roughly about here. Alright, and we need to come to 62. So that's a doorway going that way. And this can go 2 blocks more out. Actually, I think this might look better. Alright, so let's see. This is actually on the inside, so it's kind of like more a little bit wooded inside than it is outside. Do I like that? I don't know. I think this is better. So we'll go back to this. Alright. Yeah, because this looks a lot better having stone brick, because the castle is mainly more stone bricked. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's see. Doors are gonna probably be right here. Let's go ahead and get this built in real quick. Oh, I did it wrong. This needs to come out one more block. Now we can actually bring this across. I don't know why I destroyed this. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna bring this across here, get this all covered in real quick. Alright, so yeah, once we get this in, this will only take me a couple of minutes. Alright, only a couple more blocks to place, and... Okay, good. Alright, so... Trying to figure out, like, how I want this part. How big of a stairway do I need? I mean, it's a decent size, so I think we need to go... Put that there, so the stairwell can start... No. Yes. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. We want to type in STARS. Alright, so let's see. What would look really good for the stairwell? Let me look over here. There's some kind of like stone. I think these might look good. Alright, we can get rid of that. Alright. How I counted this over here on this screen is it's one stair, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's about 8 of these. So we're gonna go down. So that's not 3. Alright, so let's see. This is number 4. So now we're halfway down. So let's see how this is going. I'm going to need to make a little bit more space. One, two, 3, 4. Right, 1, 2. Yep, the 3. This is number 5. So number 6. Alright, and this will be number 8 right here. So let's see how this looks. and go from there. So that's number 8 step down there. I mean, that actually does look really good. I like how that looks. So, no, like I said, it'll look even better once you start getting this put in. Now, we're down here. I have to figure this part out of how long. I gotta make another. Okay, so we gotta figure this part out. So let's see. We need to really clear out some space. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and this, I don't know why I destroyed it. I didn't really have to do that. Okay. And then off of this part of the wall, that's going to bring out the next, the wall going down here. So let's get this mined out. Alright, let's do the same thing on this side, so we can get this to match. It goes there, and then we walk this down. Okay, that looks good. Oh, how do I stop? If I hit the delete button, does it? I don't know how this works. Problem is, I don't know how far back. So we'll go. I don't know. I can't figure out how to use that part, guys. I wish I knew, but I'm still learning a little bit of Axiom and all that. So I will get it figured out hopefully one day. All right, so let's get back to working, destroying. So we will see. So it looks like I gotta go up. Maybe not. So we're here off the staircase. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna figure out how far out we should probably go. Because remember, we gotta be able to have another spot just for another doorway to get put in for the next part of the entryway. So I gotta figure that out, which I think I actually might have this really good. So I think we might go that far out. I'm not 100% sure just yet, so we'll get it figured out from there. So let's get this all mined out. See how this looks that far out. Actually, I could just use Litematica and use them to delete some of these blocks. We'll see once we get that far. I mean, I know this part goes starting to go underneath the ground. So we gotta figure out like where this next part's gotta go, because as you guys can see, I have a whole line out here. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to figure out where our next potential spot has to go for this. So let's go here. I'm just going to delete the stuff out of my inventory. And we're going to go here. And I'm going to use Litematica to delete some of this stuff to make it a little bit more easy. Oh, no, it's not a stick anymore. Oh, I got to fix that. Here. Let's see. Generic? Yep. Ah, much better. Okay, now I got that fixed. Now let's get the next part done. Okay, so let's go and scroll over to delete. I just want to make sure I don't delete the wrong stuff. So we'll go here. I gotta turn this to simple. Click there. How far down do I need to go? Down to 43. Okay, so let's see. Let's go here. And we right click. If I did this right, it should delete this part out. One down too far. Actually, that's fine because I can put a floor here. Alright, so let's get rid of this for now. I can't believe I just did it that way. Okay, that's all good. Actually, let's get this to where this part's built in. And I might have to go out just a tad bit more. I'm not 100% sure just yet. Actually, no, that's perfect. This, I can get rid of this part here. So we go here. We'll do the exact same thing how we did it. We'll go down and delete it on 43 so I can put the flooring in. Left click there. Right click. Man, using these kind of things just makes building so much easier. It does. Alright, so let's go here. Let's get the floor put in. Let's get rid of that so it's not in the way. Alright, so let's get this built across. We'll get all the stone with the flooring done real quick, and then we'll move on to seeing how the next part is. Remember, I gotta put the walls in and all that. Because I have to get it to look good, because that's just the way I want it to be. Okay, I gotta fix these. These are gonna drive me crazy. It will literally drive me crazy. Yep, I'm coming down to the bottom. Just like that. Okay, so, like, over here, they do have a statue, so we'll leave this area blank for now. We'll come back to it. But I do need to build this. Now, guys, I have to tell you this. I had to completely destroy the entire outline before. Because it didn't line up the way I needed it to. It didn't. But now I think I've got it. Actually, I think this needs to go one more block. That should be fine. Go one more block, just like this. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing right now. Okay, I gotta fix that. I need... There we go. Okay. And that means here is going to be the wall. So we'll go ahead and get the wall put in right here. Just so I can get a see how this looks. Yeah, we'll see how this looks when I get this wall put in right here. That actually was perfectly lined. Almost 6 blocks down, didn't even realize. Okay. So, from here, now I gotta look. We gotta go back about 5 blocks. I'm guessing. That's 1, 2, 3, 4... about 5. And you're not gonna believe this, guys. My other game just crashed on me. Why? At least we weren't doing anything on that other one, except for me just looking. But still, it crashed on me. Alright, I gotta wait. Gotta give it a second. Okay, it's relaunching again. But now while we're waiting, I can get some of this mined out. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be hopefully be working on getting this part right here, because this heads into another part of the build that I need to do. No, I'm not ready to go that far yet. Alright, so the game is starting to load on the other monitor, which is good, is what I need. I still don't know why it crashed. I don't know why it's doing that. Alright, and then right here is where the wall for this will end. To go into the next part. So we'll build this up. Do I like that? Or should I make this go back out? Yeah, okay, we're going to destroy this, go one block over, because this is a little too small. So we're going to make it, it's a little bit better, just make it one block bigger. There we go. And then we'll just get this. Alright, so we got that part. That looks a little bit better. So let's, I'm still waiting on the other game to load. So while we're waiting, let's go ahead and get part of the walls in. Okay, guys, my other game just finally loaded. Okay, it's loading now. It's gotta go into the game, but we could still continuing to get walls put in real quick while we're waiting. Okay, it just loaded. That was actually pretty quick for it. That's good. Okay, so now that, fingers crossed, it doesn't crash again. I'm gonna slowly go down this way. It looks like it starts to curve. It's gonna be 2 block, which is fine. I mean, I don't mind things sometimes being a 2 block. I mean, that looks really good. Because what I can actually do, I think polish. Let's see how polish looks. Actually, we should go up a little bit higher. That's a little too low. Alright. Actually, this might look really good if we do this.
Half of Hogsmeade might have been destroyed if not for you.
So let's see. If we go ahead and just put this here, I'm going to fix that one on top, which is not the way it needs to be. Actually, guys, that looks a lot better. Adding that in. There we go. Alright, so now that right there is going into the next part, which I hope I have. That's pushing. I can figure it out. I got it. Because it's actually, I think that's perfectly the right amount of space we need. Okay. Alright, let's go back, turn this back to here. Why did I do that? Okay, so now if I execute this, there we go. Because right here, we've got to go like, oh no, it froze. Ah. Sorry guys, I don't know why it's doing this. It's so weird. Okay, reloading again. I don't know why it's doing that. It makes no sense, but I think this is gonna work out just right. So we go down. So I really can't do anything because I don't know. But I guess while we're waiting, let's go ahead and do these walls over here. Actually, I don't know why I'm destroying these. I don't really need to worry about that. Yeah, while I'm waiting for my game to reload on my other monitor. For some odd reason, I don't know why it's doing that. It makes no sense. Okay. And then we can just do the same thing here. Alright, almost got this part. Alright, was waiting on the other game to load up real quick. Actually, I didn't really take long to do this part. Alright guys, so there's two doors, so there's one door here. We're going to go like here. And we got a door right here. While we're waiting, I guess we can go ahead and just put walls in. I mean, like I said, I have to wait for the begin to load. There we go. Alright, that part over there is now loaded up. For some reason, I don't know why it's doing that. Alright, so while we're waiting for it to load over there, okay, it just loaded up. Let me get this part done real quick. And it just crashed again. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm using my other computer, and for some reason it keeps crashing. Let's see something. Yeah. I gotta stop it, wait for it to stop, and then reopen it. And for some odd reason, I don't know why, it's the only other game on my other monitor that is open. I don't know why it's doing that. I mean, I know the I know my other computer is a little outdated and all that, so it's probably starting to wear out. But, I mean, it's still good. I mean, I've had it for a couple of years now, but still, it's still working the way I want it to. But, I don't know how much longer I'm going to have with it. Hopefully I have it for a while still. I'm going to take good care of them. Now I can get rid of these. Alright, so yeah, I'm just waiting for it to load over there. I don't need to go that far down. Alright, so yeah, while we're waiting on the other game to load up, can anyone guess of what I'm building? Can anyone guess? Lets me know if you might know what it could possibly be that I am building. Alright, so finally loaded up over there. Let me get this and... Alright, so let's hopefully see it stay. Because it would be nice. Because I got 2 rooms that I gotta build right here. And we're gonna type in doors. If I know how to spell, would be nice. And... Alright. So those are there. That looks perfectly. That works out. So let's move over to here to do the exact same thing. I think, guys, I may have gotten this perfectly the second go around for this, which is really nice. Makes it so much easier. Alright, like I said, I'm just waiting for the other game to load up. But, if you guys want, I can show you what I have worked on a little bit. So we'll fly over here while we're waiting for the other game, of course. So, let's fly over here. This is what I have been working on for the past few months. Been busy, very busy too. But it looks really good. I like how it's coming together. It looks really good. This is the bridge. Then we come out here. This is the courtyard that I've worked on. I'm still may have a little bit of few decorations here and there I still might add. And this is the clock tower. I mean, those statues that have armor stands like that, those are temporary. I was just filling some stuff out, seeing if I like it that way, but I'm probably going to take them out. I don't know just yet. Actually, this needs to... make sure. Okay, good. Yep. So, that's what we've done. This is the clock tower. And this is what I'm working on right now, is over here. I still need to figure out the suspension underneath the bridge. But there's going to be 2 doors here. No, I did not use these doors. I used these doors. I don't know what I am... Actually, no, it'll be different doors. That's fine. These need to go here with pressure plate, pressure plate. So yeah, so that's how that's coming along. We're still waiting on the other game to load. It's taking its time. Oh, that needs to move in by 1. Okay. That will drive me crazy if I do not fix that. Alright, so let's get this built back in real quick. And then we'll put the wall in by 1. It would have drove me crazy if I don't fix it now. Okay, we're good. We got it fixed. Okay, so this is gonna have to drop down, I think. I'm gonna need to put this here for 2 pressure plates to be placed here. I think it goes down to here. I'm not 100% sure. I need the gully game to load. For some reason, it doesn't want to. It's driving me crazy. And yeah, I gotta put stuff in here so nothing's gonna spawn. But we don't have to worry about it right now because I do have it on peaceful mode, but I will need to eventually spawn-proof stuff so nothing spawns in here. But, like I said, I'm still waiting for the other game. I need that to be changed to here. To load so I can... okay. Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm still waiting. I don't know what is taking so long. Alright. Alright, for some reason I can't close anything. So let me do this real quick, guys. I gotta make sure. I gotta figure out this real quick. It won't take me long. Alright, I'm just trying to get everything else on my other monitor. For some odd reason, it's not wanting to load. But I guess while we're waiting, I know there's a window like right. That is not what I want to place. Right there. Alright, so I think that'll be high enough for the window. And then right here, this will be fine for this part. So yeah, guys, so we're working. Okay, we gotta make sure we don't close that in. I know. Nope, gonna go up one more. Alright, so yeah, I'm trying to figure out this part. For some reason my other game is not loading. I don't know why. For some reason, guys, I don't know what is going on. I don't know why it's decided to do this today. Alright, it's still, for some odd reason, not opening. Alright, I might need to restart my computer over here, so let's do that. Alright. Alright, so let's see. What would I want to use for this part? What andesite? What would that look like? Yeah, I like that. And of course, I know I'm gonna have to put lantern, so let's get LAT. No. Alright, let's get some on this side over here. Okay, so let's see now. Alright, so I restarted my computer on the other side, so let's hope it wants to work. So far, it looks like it's going to, because now it's opening stuff that I need to. Ah, see, that doesn't look right. Neither. Okay, so it looks like so far I think that's all my computer probably needed was a restart. So now I can get the other game opened. Okay, so now that that looks a lot better. This gives us a little bit of space to work on. We can go down here. Just as a little bit. I would like to work on these rooms. I just gotta wait for the other game to load. Once it does that, then I'm gonna be able to do what I need. Yeah, guys, I'm just waiting on the game. It's loading now, so which is good. Hopefully, it's pretty quick to load now since I restart my computer. So now, what we're working on is the next part here. Now, if anyone knows or can guess what I'm in the middle of trying to build, who knows? Who thinks they know? Who could guess and figure out what it is? Alright, so let's type in. Yep, here we go. I want. No, I don't want to destroy anything. It's like a. No, I don't want touching the ground. No, 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 no. I don't know what this one is. Okay. Enough messing around. Let's see if the other game opens now. Okay, so far it looks like it's. See, I just don't know why it keeps giving me that painting, which I don't want. Okay, good. Now we finally got this open. So we're working on the first one right here. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna drop down here. Now I can go up. How high can I go up? Oh, I can go up. Oh, that's how high I need to go. Okay, well that just worked out in my favor. Now I need to move my other character just so I can see. Okay, so I can't go up higher than that, which is completely fine. That actually works out. I'm gonna go back. I guess that far should be fine. don't actually know how far back I need to go, so if I need to fill in things, I will definitely fill it back in. Alright, so let's see. We need to go back to 160. We'll go over here. Okay. Oh, I need to change this back to... No, I need that block. I'm gonna make it easier on myself instead of having to... Push that there, and we'll right-click that. See, I like having used like Manica. It makes it so much easier to build and all that. Okay, so now that we've opened this area. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so it's got 5 doors. So now we actually get to use a block that I haven't used before. Where is it? That is not what I want to use. I want to use these. And then we're going to type in FEN defense. Because now I gotta figure this part out. Because it's all white pretty much in this room. So we'll give it like about that much. And then it's going to have 1, 2 door, but it's the big door. This is going to go all the way. Does it go all the way up to the ceiling? No, it does not. So we'll leave it 1 block, and then we go to space. This is number 2. Number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guys, you're not gonna believe this. This just lined up perfectly. Okay, so now let's get this, and we're gonna replace some of this stuff back in here. Now, I'm gonna leave it 1 space from there, because this is gonna be all pretty much white in here now. Actually, these need to move forward by 1 block. See, I haven't messed with these blocks yet, but these... Because I don't have it in my hardcore world yet. I mean, I found the biome, but I just hadn't stepped into it just yet on there. So we will definitely gonna have to do that eventually when we start building. So we got this here. Of course, I'm going to be changing the floor out too, so it's not going to be staying dirt because we're not going to be able to use. I don't want to stay that way. Okay. Let's go ahead and change the flooring now, just so it makes it easier. We can change that to be. So yeah, guys. Hello, John the Go. How you doing? How you doing? I've been working on something really awesome. What am I doing? I don't need to destroy this. This could be covered. You're not going to see this part, so that's all good. So that could stay dirt. Yeah, but I'm in the middle of building something. I don't know if anyone has figured out. I mean, some people might know, but I don't know if everyone knows. But yeah, I am in the middle of building something. Now, we're going to use a different block that normally no one likes to use, but I... Actually, no, I know what block I'm going to use. I was going to use diorite, but I think I got something better. Yeah, this... It's a lot better now. So yeah, I don't know if anyone's figured out what I'm building. I'm gonna let you guys figure it out. I don't want to give too much away. I want you guys to see if you can figure it out. Yeah, let me know if you guys can figure out what I'm working on. No, I don't want to put it there. Okay, I do need the fast placement. It makes it so much easier. Alright guys, so yeah. We're really moving along with this. Let me get these placed in here. Please tell me I can reach. Okay, so yeah, this is really coming along. Like I said, there's gonna be... Alright, let's see. Okay, there we go. No, I don't want that one. No. I want the regular kind. That's gonna look better. I don't like how it looks. That'll look good, but it don't. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I gotta see how this looks. Or we just do it how we had it before, like this. No, we'll have it come off the side. Alright, so that one's done. Now we move on to the next one, which is copy the exact design, just like that. But I need to type in this. Let me out. Alright, so let's get all these placed in. Alright, more back. That one's got it, and there we go. Alright, so let's see. Well, how did I miss that one block? Out of all that, I missed that one block. How in the world do I do that? Okay.
There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7. One, 2, 3, 4. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're not touching the wall, so let's see. Two, 3, 4, 5. Weird. It just crashed on me. I hope all that work we did saved. All I did was place a tripwire hook and it crashed. Please saved. Please saved. Ah, good. So there's something with tripwire hooks? That's kind of weird. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change it. Not gonna use tripwire hooks because for some reason it keeps crashing my game. So what I'm gonna do is do something different that'll act like, because for some reason I don't know why, it's something with tripwire hooks. That's kind of strange, but what is going on? It's also with that is so weird. All I want to do is place this. That's all I want to do. I don't know why it keeps crashing. It's weird. I'm gonna reload my game. I don't understand. Alright, just sent it to them to see if that... They got that. It's just weird that it keeps crashing. I don't understand. It's something to do with calcite. It has to. The weird thing is, I don't know. I wish I knew, guys, but I really, I don't understand why. So it's something to do with a lever and a tripwire hook. But anything else I can place. So strange. It's actually pretty lit up in here. But I'm still gonna put a couple lanterns. But I wanna know why, as soon as I put something like a tripwire hook or a lever, it was crashing. I just wish I knew why. It did it again. So it's something to do with me putting those on there. So I guess they fixed that once they figured that out. I guess for 121.10, which I'm not on that yet. Eventually, I guess I will have to, so I can keep the crashing from stopping, from keep doing what it's doing, stop it. But I need to play 7, so it's gonna crash 7 times. I gotta do this 7 times. I don't know why. It's very strange on how it's doing it. I gotta do this 4 more times just so I can get all these played on there, just so it looks better. Like, I wish I knew why. I mean, if anyone has experienced that, let me know and see maybe if it is that. I gotta keep doing this every single time. And it does get annoying. I gotta do it a few more times. I think it might have to do something. Is it coded right and it doesn't like it? That's why it keeps crashing. Has to have been something that happened during the drop that it didn't like it. But it's fine. I just gotta do it 2 more times. I don't know why it keeps crashing. I wish I knew why. Has to have been something from when they did the release for 121.9. Weird. Okay, so I got lucky on one of them. Alright, now we're back in. I really don't know. Something with tripwire hooks and something with levers being placed on here. It's just not like it. And we got one there. We're also gonna have one like right here. So that's that corner. Like two on the other side. So like one like right about here. One, two, three, and four. Here. Actually, I can get rid of top parts like this. Actually, these can just sit up here. I don't need to put. Alright. So that's this finished. Well, it does have. We'll see how this looks. If it's too much, I'm not gonna keep it. Yeah, it's too low. I don't like it. And of course, it crashes again. Wish I knew why it kept crashing. Ugh. Makes no sense. I'm gonna take them off the ceiling because I really don't need them. Oh. No wonder why it's not gonna work. It's too far away. P-L-A-T. Yeah, you walk in here, it's completely different. Okay. So, and and you can't even tell it's there. That's the best part. Now we gotta go on to the next one. I wish I was able to put the lights up there, but I can't. 2, 4, 6, yeah, there's 7. This one's a little bit different. But I'm actually going to get ready to call it there, guys. So, as you see, we are getting somewhere. We got into here. The next part will be to finish this next room, and then going into here. So that's the next goal to work on. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you guys